Etymology and historical origin of the baby name Delilah. The name Dalilah has Hebrew origins from the name Dlila, meaning one who weakens. Not such a positive meaning, we get it. But once you're familiar with Delilah from the Bible, then you'll understand. The name Delilah is born from the story of Samson and Delilah in the Old Testament book of Judges 16 verses 4 to 20. Arguably the first femme fatale in human history, if you're willing to excuse Eve, Delilah is the manipulative seductress of Samson. The story goes that Samson was dedicated to God at birth by being born a Nazarite to a barren mother. Nazarites, as explained in Numbers, were not allowed to drink fermented beverages, come in contact with a corpse, or cut their hair. Unfortunately, Samson could only stick to one of these rules, the hair part. Strong and mighty of proportions that only the Bible can conjure up, Samson roamed the lands eating animal carcasses, picking fights, killing people, antagonizing the Philistines and fornicating with prostitutes. Enter Delilah. Apparently, she had him at hello because he quickly divulges to her the secret source of his strength, his hair. Having received a bounty from the Philistines, Delilah arranges for his hair to be cut off while he unwittingly sleeps on her lap. Mighty like an ox was Samson, but apparently not the sharpest knife in the Israelite drawer, and old Delilah took advantage of this fact. Hey, a girl's gotta make a living, right? Despite her rather, colorful story, the name Delilah gained regular use among English speakers from the late 17th century onward. Usually considered more of an exotic name, people of English descent don't appear to be swayed by the general negative connotations of the biblical story. In fact, perhaps they embrace it. Is it fitting that her name is pronounced Delilah? Notice the accented syllable. You decide. Personality of the girl named Delilah. Romance is the hallmark of the six personality. They exude nurturing, loving, and caring energy. Sixes are in love with the idea of love in its idealized form, and with their magnetic personalities, they easily draw people toward them. Like the number 2 personality, they seek balance and harmony in their life and the world at large. They are conscientious and service-oriented, and a champion for the underdog. These personalities naturally attract money and are usually surrounded by lovely material objects, but their human relationships are always primary. They thrive in giving back to others rather than being motivated by their own desires. This is when they achieve great things. Sixes are natural teachers, ministers, and counselors. Popularity of the girl named Delilah. As you can see from the U.S. popularity graph below, the name Delilah has not been one of the more heavily used girls' names in the history of America. However, it has been in fairly constant use, if even at low levels of popularity. Everything changed for this name in July 2007, thanks to the hit song Hey There Delilah by the Plain White T's, which became the most played song on the radio that month, achieved number 1 on Billboard's Hot 100, sold over 4 million singles, and was the hottest download on iTunes. Every once in a while a song is a game changer for a name, and Delilah is an example of this, like Eric Clapton's Layla or the 70s band Bread with the song Aubrey. Hey There Delilah brought the name Delilah into the American consciousness, and parents across the U.S. responded with a newfound appreciation for this old biblical name. Luckily, Americans aren't bothered by any negative aspects associated with a name's history. Delilah is a gorgeous name, and we love her bad girl image from the Bible. It just gives her that added spunk. Quick facts on Delilah. Gender, girl. Origin, Hebrew. Number of syllables, 3. Ranking popularity, 135. Pronunciation, Delilah. Simple meaning, one who weakens. Characteristics of Delilah. Sensitive, humanitarian, affectionate, family-oriented, compassionate, community-minded, loving. Cultural references to the baby name, Delilah. Popular songs on Delilah. A Song by Plain White Tees, A Song by Tom Jones, Samson and Delilah, Delilah, A Song by Nina Simone, A Song by Kiss, Beautiful Delilah, A Song by The Kinks, A Song by The Grateful Dead, Hey There Delilah, Modern Day Delilah, theme from Samson and Delilah. Famous people named Delilah. Delilah L. Beasley, early African American journalist. Delilah Renee, radio personality.